we read second letter to the Corinthians chapter 5, verse 1 through 4. For we know that if our earthly house, which is this flesh we have, this tabernacle, were dissolved, we have a building of God. That is, the building is the spiritual man. But he called it a building. He says, an house not made with hands, eternal, not up there, but in the heavens, down here. For in this we groan, earnestly desiring to be clothed upon with our house, which is from heaven. To be what? To be clothed. What is it saying? That we were clothed before? When you take off your clothes and put them back on, you've redressed yourself. So what the apostle is saying is we want to return to the state where we were before. For now we have this tabernacle, this earthly tabernacle, but truly our spirit was previously in another celestial body. But when we took part, the children took part of flesh and blood by partaking in flesh, well, then you lose those clothes. But it isn't that you lose them truly, it's that they put it aside while you fulfill your mission here on earth. And then you're going to be redressed with a spiritual man, but it's a man, it has a body, it has an identity. It has activity. It has a life that is manifest, the true identity of yours. That is what's brought about healing to us, to know that there's something better than this earthly vessel. It says to be clothed upon with our house, which is from heaven. Verse 3, if so be that being clothed, well, we are naked now. We're not clothed, we're naked in the spiritual aspect. Though we have clothes on, it's not speaking of that nakedness that's carnal, but it's speaking of a nakedness of our true identity. For while we are in this tent, in this vessel of clay, in this carnal body, we groan and are burdened. Wow. You suffer in the flesh, right? This flesh bothers. It gets sick. You go through situations, through trials. So then it says that we groan with anguish because we do not wish to be unclothed, but to be clothed instead with our heavenly dwelling, so that what is mortal may be what? Swallowed up by life. When this mortal body is dressed with immortality, and when death is absorbed by life, then it says here that when you are clothed, so that was mortal, the tabernacle, the flesh, may be swallowed up by life. Have you noticed how Paul speaks about this topic as a reality? It is to say, Paul is speaking of the hope of Christianity, what's going to take place. But what happens is that in 2,000 years, and not seeing that manifest, sometimes it causes doubt. There are people that may not tell you that are blessed, but at home, sometimes they sit there and they're tested what they're thinking. So depending on your measure, when you think beyond what is written, immediately you say, Lord, I know these thoughts because I am rambling in my mind. With my carnal mind, I'm trying to understand the spiritual mind. We have hope, and we are at the right time, the right time where that is going to manifest.